I'm Batman. I'm Iron Man. We're both really rich dudes who like to fight crime. Hey guys, it's Norm from Tested.com. I got more action figures. Today's show and tell, if you couldn't have guessed, is about my new Hot Toys 1/6 scale collectible. It's Iron Man Mark VII. If you remember a couple months ago, I showed off this incredible 18-inch Iron Monger figure that I also bought from Sideshow. And that was incredible, but I needed, of course, an Iron Man to pose next to that Iron Monger. So this was just released this month. I'd actually pre-ordered it 1 year ago, and this is the thing with that company, Hot Toys. The Hong Kong-based company, they make these high-end collectible posable action figures. They announce them, but they don't really come out until 6 months later, or even in this case, a full year later. They have milked the hell out of their Iron Man license. They're basically, in the new movie Iron Man 3, 42 Iron Men. They have like over a dozen different figures you can buy. I like the Mark VII the most. Now, if you're a Marvel Comics fan or a Marvel Cinema Universe fan, you'll know the difference between the subtle differences between the 7 different armors that have been seen in the movies so far. For example, the Mark I, that's the big one with the flamethrower he built in the cave. Mark II is a silver one he built in this garage. Mark III is the painted version of the silver one he used at the end of Iron Man 1 to fight Jeff Bridges. Mark IV is at the beginning of Iron Man 2 and has really weird chest lines, silver lines. I didn't like that at all. Mark V is the one that fits in the briefcase. Mark VI is the one with the diamond on his chest. And finally, at the end of the Avengers, Mark VII is the one that fits on him as he's falling out the window. And I like it because it has heavy artillery on the shoulders and lots of different weapons. This is a 1/6 scale figure, so it's 12 inches tall, 36, I think, different points of articulation, which means it's really posable. Now, I don't like just to collect these. I do actually play with them. And by playing with them, I mean setting up for photography. A lot of people actually buy these toys to use to practice photography. And it's really cool. If you've been to an art store, you might have seen those wooden maquettes that people can move around for posing and for drawing, figure drawing. You can actually use these for that as well. And so you can put on the stand here and set up your lighting, dramatic lighting, and it actually lights up. We have little LED lights on the inside. In addition to just the posability, there's also a ton of different accessories. So you have all these swappable plates, even like a face plate right here, which might look exactly the same as this face plate, but it's a little bit more battle damage. So a lot of little battle damage stuff. You can swap out the chest armor. You can add, show his missiles and stuff like that. Or you can even pull the head off completely and put on a Tony Stark head, which has an amazing sculpt and paint job. I'm gonna be really delicate with this because this is quite expensive. This is not a cheap hobby to get myself into, which is why I didn't buy all of these Iron Man figurines. I waited for the Mark VII. It's pretty much sold out in many places, but if you look online, if you dig on eBay, you might be able to find it. I paid a little over $200 for this one. It goes well with my Iron Monger and even my Dark Knight Batman. That's what I have for show and tell today. My obsession, continuing ongoing obsession with these collectible figurines. I'm Norm from Tested. We'll have something else cool next week. See you next time.